All right, hey there. So we're going to attempt to update some firmware on the Shimano GRX 815 Di2. That drivetrain came on my new Giant Revolt, and I haven't done anything with it since I bought it. I haven't got to ride it much because we've had really crappy weather here in Missouri. But I thought we'd just try to go through the process together and see how well this works. I have to do mine manually. I do not have or I should say wired. I do not have a Bluetooth unit installed on this bike yet. I do have one coming that I'm going to try to install maybe next week sometime. We'll see how it goes. But from what I've read, it's best to do the updates, any updates on Di2 wired anyway. So the Di2 system comes with their battery charger, which just consists of a USB cable to plug into either a power bank that you would plug into a wall or maybe into a computer for either just charging or for updates and such. And then they have their proprietary plug that will go into the control unit. So first thing we got to do is find our control unit. On my bike, that control unit is in my handlebars. So let's take a look at that and see how that's done. All right, so here's my control unit is here in the end of my handlebar. So first thing I got to do is just open this little door here. Just pop my fingernail in there. You can see the plug there. And then we just plug in the Di2 charger. All right, then all we have to do is take that micro USB and plug it into the charger, and plug the other end of the charger into the computer. All right, then from here, all we have to do is just open up the eTube app that I downloaded from Shimano's website. And we'll just go ahead and agree. I guess I have to read through all the directions. Now I can agree. We're just going to follow directions here. Let's see here. I'll try clicking up here for updates. Just going to select all. Nope, I guess I already have the latest update, so that's cool. Nothing needs to be updated. I'm kind of surprised by that, but hey, whatever works. Then I guess from here we could go through and take a look at maintenance items. You can go through and customize shifters as far as what the buttons do. You've got two different buttons on your shifters. You've got button number 1 and number 2, or as they have them listed on the program, you have button X and button Y, and you can change what those buttons do. So in this case, if we look at the left side, which would normally work the front derailleur, I could change it so that this works the rear derailleur instead of the front, and then I could also change what direction it goes. Right now, X, or this button right here, is set to go up to the bigger chainring, and Y would shift to the smaller chainring. And we could change that around if we wanted to. I could do the same thing on the right side. And then we also have these A buttons on each shifter. So we have an A button here and another A button here that can be used to do all sorts of stuff. By default, it's set to control my computer screens. To change them left or right, you can actually change them to make them shift if you want. You can also add buttons to the flats if you wanted to. That could also be used for shifting. I do not have those buttons up here, but that is something that could be added if you wanted to. If you rode in the flats a lot and wanted to be able to shift up there, you could. You can also change your multi-shift. If you can see here, my multi-shift is currently on, which means that if I hold down the button, it will keep shifting as far as the rear derailleur goes. And you can set your speeds to slow, medium, fast, whatever. By default, it comes in the normal speed, which is where I have left mine, and plan on leaving it for right now. Whoops, wrong button. Let's go back here. You can see that multi-shift is on and the gear speed is set to normal. And then I've got it set to no limit right now, which again was the default. You can set it so it will only shift 2 or 3 gears if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave it on no limit. I have found that for me, when I'm shifting, I do not have synchronized shift on yet right now either. It is something I will mess with. But if I want to change gears, I can change my front gear and hold the button down for just a second and a half or so to change 2 gears in the rear, and then that keeps my cadence pretty smooth. All right, so in here in the synchronized shifting setup, it doesn't allow you to turn it on and off like I thought it would. Interesting thing is that you have to, or you're supposed to anyway, set up your front and rear cassettes as far as what you have on there. I actually have a 4832, which you do not have that option for. I have a 4630 or a 4831. So I'm selecting 4831 for right now. And then my rear cassette is an 11 to 34. I'm keeping the shift interval at normal. You have the options of normal, slow, and very slow. I'm not sure what difference that will make. And then I am giving it the option of yes on the gear position control. So we'll go through shifting, synchronized shifting options in a different video and show exactly how that works. I don't have my bike currently on a bike stand, so I have no way of, or on a trainer, I have no way of pedaling and getting through the gears. So I'm not going to mess with that at this moment. This was mostly supposed to just be about updates and kind of messing around with their software or their app, just kind of see how it all works. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up for what we were trying to get accomplished today. I wanted to get everything updated, and well, it was already updated, so it worked well. Going forward, once I get the USB adapter installed, or I apologize, not USB, the Bluetooth adapter installed, I'll be able to check for updates wirelessly. I don't think I will do it wirelessly, though. I've read some problems where people have had from dropping a connection in the middle of an update, which could certainly cause problems. So I think if I found through the app that I had updates available, I would just bring it down, plug it into my computer, and run through the updates that way. So I don't know how often they'll release updates, but it seems pretty straightforward. It pretty much walks you through the process to get it done. So if you got questions, just leave them below. I'll answer them if I can. I'm certainly no expert at this stuff, but I can fumble through and get it done. So thanks for tuning in. If you got questions, let me know.